Dr. Aphra issue 34 continues to look back at Aphra's upbringing on her mother's farm in Arborflux. Aphra remembers her simple life her mother forced her to live after taking her from her father, making sure they were taken to a world where nothing would ever change. But in the present, Aphra tells Clam that wasn't entirely true, since the planet is now home to an Imperial shipyard and sprawling city. Clam isn't too happy about hiding in the farmhouse with the bad guys so close and wants to stay with the rebels, but Aphra says that they are purists and it makes them dangerous, so they need to go out on their own for their own safety. And besides, the farmhouse is fully stocked to outlast everything, even a galactic civil war, and all they have to do is lie low until their contact comes to buy the cloak they stole from the ancient temple. In the past, Aphra's farm is assaulted by the Swoop Gang, and her mother, who is seriously injured, tells her to take her blaster and run into the woods and don't stop, and soon she will follow. Aphra awakens from the dream to a recording from General Kraken, who tells her that they intercepted Imperial comms and that they have tracked Aphra to Arborflux, but this time they are playing it safe, sending mercenaries to find and track Aphra first. Clam spots bounty hunters coming for them, but Aphra refuses to run, taking up her weapons, but soon she learns of a big black Wookiee leading them. Realizing who it is, she pulls Clam away, telling her to run. Aphra tells Gertle to attack them as they flee into the woods, but Aphra knows it won't stand a chance against the Wookiee. Gertle is suddenly hurled back at them as Black Chrysanthemum, the enraged Wookiee with a vendetta against Aphra, arrives. The Wookiee grabs Aphra, but she promises him a piece of the cloak sale, so he hugs her. Clam wonders if they are friends, and Aphra says they are, but not really since she owes him lots of money. In the past, Aphra fights off the gang as her mother and her make it into the forest, but her mother knows she won't live long, telling her daughter to keep shooting as help is coming, since she can't be expected to survive alone. In the present, Black Chrysanthemum helps Aphra and Clam escape the Empire, but the Wookiee says there's nowhere for her to run since the Empire has upped her bounty and her face is now plastered on every garrison in the galaxy. They make it to the Archangel and use its weapons to fire on the troopers, and once aboard, Aphra learns someone named Vor, the Minister of Propaganda for the Empire, put the bounty up on her. Upon seeing a picture of Vor, she soon pieces two and two together as the buyer of the cloak is actually Vor, and their job was one big setup. The trio escape Arborflux and into space, Tires hot on their tail, but Aphra now has to deal with a Wookiee being mad at her since they won't be getting paid. However, she quickly reassures him that there's lots of credits coming their way very soon. The Doctor knows that the Tires won't stop hunting them, and she is very aware after a life of treachery it's what she deserves, but wonders how do you keep running from something that's everywhere? Heading into hyperspace, away from the Empire, Aphra knows just where to go. In the past, young Aphra is found by a group of scout troopers who responded to her rescue signal. The scouts try and take her, but she wants to stay with her mother, but she is already dead thanks to her wounds. In the present, Aphra pilots the ship to the rebel fleet, accepting Kraken's offer to join them. His men begin searching her ship for any surprises, but Aphra reassures him there isn't any. He asks if she's still interested in the reverse engineering of the sniper rifle and the project to kill the Emperor, and Aphra wonders that if they do join that, will the rebellion protect them? Kraken has her taken to the lab as a spacesuit wearing Black Chrysanthemum spacewalks right outside the rebel cruiser, waiting for the signal from Aphra. Once in the lab, Aphra learns that the rebel cell are keeping the Jedi sniper rifle she stole a secret from Rebel High Command. Activating her cybernetic implants in her arm, she touches the protocol droid that guided her to the lab, accessing its security protocols and getting it to loop the lab sensors, as her Wookiee friend cuts his way through the ship's hull and into the lab where the gun is sitting. Aphra says the Imperials won't stop gunning for her unless they give them a reason not to, and she's going to give them the gun in exchange for her and her friends' lives. Her plan gets a little more complicated as Tolvan arrives from an air vent, pulling a vibro knife on Aphra. Dr. Aphra issue 34 was another pretty fun issue that reintroduced us to Black Chrysanthemum, a character who I have sorely missed since I really love him kind of being the polar opposite to Chewbacca, and I love his banter with Aphra. I'm enjoying the little gang Aphra has put together to try and steal the weapon back from the rebels to try and save her own skin yet again, and I'm interested to see her confronting Tolvan hopefully next issue as well, and hopefully they can really hash out everything in their very complicated relationship, since they've kind of been skirting it around since Tolvan's return a few issues ago. I'm going to give this issue an 8 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the Book Depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.